There's a big difference between being busy in your brand and actually building your brand. And it's not always easy to tell which one you're doing while you're in it. A lot of days can feel very full. You're creating, you're planning, you're posting and adjusting and responding. You're doing all these things and it looks like progress because there's constant activity, right? But activity and direction are not the same thing. I've had seasons where I was doing a lot of work, recording content, organizing ideas, trying different approaches, testing new ways to show up. From the outside, it probably looked like I was being very productive. But when I stepped back, I had to ask myself a very hard question. Was all of this, everything that I was doing, was it leading somewhere clear? Sometimes the answer was yes. And other times I realized I was just moving and I was not building. Being busy can feel like progress because it keeps you engaged, but building requires intention. Being busy means doing many things, right? Building means doing the right things repeatedly. One creates motion, the other creates structure. If your actions don't connect to a clear direction, they don't stack. They actually scatter and go all over the place. Think about the difference between placing bricks randomly, okay, and placing them in a pattern. Both require effort, right? Both take a lot of time, right? But only one becomes an actual structure. It can become into a building. Now, brands all grow the same way. What matters is not how much you do, but whether your work connects and builds on itself. I've seen businesses feel exhausted because they were always doing something new ideas, new formats, new adjustments, but they weren't repeating what mattered long enough to let it work. Once they focused on fewer actions and stayed consistent with them, their efforts started producing results, not because they worked harder, but because they worked with direction. This is where strategy quietly replaces busyness. Building requires choosing what matters most and letting everything else support it. So you don't need to eliminate activity, you just need to align it better. Ask yourself, does this move the same direction as what I did yesterday? Does this reinforce what I want to be known for? If the answer is yes, you're building. If not, you may just be staying busy. When you shift from busyness to building, your work begins to feel different. There's less urgency, less pressure, and you have less pressure to try everything all at once, right? You're going to get more confidence in repeating what actually works. You're going to start seeing how small actions connect over time. And those connections are what creates growth. All right. If you feel constantly busy but not seeing progress, step back and ask whether your work is stacking or if it's scattering. Brands aren't built by motion alone. They're built by direction, repetition, and patience working all together. All right. Now, if you want to focus on building instead of just staying busy, make sure to subscribe to the channel, my friend. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then like and subscribe to support Brand Impact 365 with LaMorvielle. And if you are struggling with your brand impact, then watch the next video.